Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome, Mr. Latunde. Okay, so we might as well just turn this into a one-on-one session with you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I can see your text now, that you see me now. Thank you. Thank you. I've been doing little party. I don't show anybody. Okay. So this is going to be interesting. I'm not sure if you had me to the point that I said, but I am talking about how a person's energy is very, very important. For somebody who would like to achieve the highest level of what a man can achieve, which is to self-actualize, which is to become all that a person can become. That is self-actualization. You will find it on the highest level in the Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So once a person deals with the need for food and shelter and clothing, the person deals with the need for employment and things like that. The person begins to deal with the need for social gatherings. So you want to belong, you want to have friends, you want to have family, you want to have a place where you are accepted. The next level, which is the highest level, is that a person wants to know that he achieved everything that he could possibly achieve. That's what you call, Samavad, you're welcome. That's what you call self-actualization. That is the highest need of a man. Now, not many people will ever self-actualize. It's not a curse. It's just what it is. Because at the most basic point, many people will lack the information. Many people will not find the information that will allow them to self-actualize, to become everything that they could possibly become. Okay? So, now, why is it important that you learn about the energy of the money maker? Why is it important to learn about the energy of the money maker? We've established that it is very important that you have the kind of energy that allows people to buy into what you do. Okay? Have you ever gone home with your friends and then there was a particular friend that your parents didn't like? You've not met him, he didn't do anything wrong, he just came. It wasn't necessarily badly dressed. It was not even rude to them, but they didn't like him. And then there was this other friend that when you took him home, your dad and your mom just liked him. And then you are thinking, why do you like this other friend and you don't like this other friend? Okay? And then the good about all of this is that at this point in this generation, we are all, why I am digital, you're welcome. We are all, very sensitive to energy. You say, okay, like the song that I'm playing in the background, Bad Energy, Wizkid, is a cover by Simi. Something. I'm sure you're familiar with the song. So our generation is very, very sensitive to energy, but that's not my own angle. My own angle is, okay, so yeah, we all like good energy. So how do we make sure that your own energy is a good kind of energy? Because without good energy, you are not going to be able to self-actualize. It's going to be very, very difficult to self-actualize. That is why it is important for us to deal with the issue of the energy of the money maker today. So please pay attention. I'm going to be very, very brief. I just want to go straight to the point today, okay? Because it is important that we showed up and then we have shown up today. So I'm going to just give you straight. So there's something called money energy engineering, MWE. Money energy engineering. So there's a way that you can engineer your energy in such a way that you give out the kind of energy that allows you self-actualize. The way you self-actualize is to achieve everything that you possibly can achieve. There is nobody who achieves everything that you could possibly achieve that will be poor or not successful, as it were. So there are three key things to engineering good energy. Okay? If you want to go to a place and then you want people to accept you, you need good energy. Do you want to come up with a product and you want everybody to line up and buy your product? You need good energy. Do you want to be in a room and then there are 20 other people and then you are the one that everybody likes? You need good energy. Do you want to compete in marketplace and then there's something about your energy, about your products? You need good energy. Do you want to enter into a corporation and give representation and then you want the CEO or the MD to buy into what you're saying? Because let me tell you, anything that you can say, anybody else can say it, as long as they have the same research. Okay? And if you're a professional, it means that there are other professionals in your space. It is very unlikely that you are the only person who knows the thing that you're talking about. So the thing that is going to make people accept you is going to be your energy. And a lot of people have bad energy without even knowing it. A lot of people just have energy that is just there. And people just have energy that is just there. So how can I make sure that you don't have the kind of energy that is just there? How do you get to have the best kind of energy, kind of energy that is irresistible? That if you pay attention to these three things, it will literally change your life. You are going to become one person that they were going to refer to as, that guy is a great guy. That girl is a great guy. Wow, it's a very wonderful person. It's three things. It's three things. The first thing okay, so say HEC. 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 Alright, very good. The first one is humility. The second one is empathy. And then the third one is curiosity. Humility, empathy, curiosity. These are the three things, these are the three keys to money energy engineering. This is how you engineer yourself to produce good energy. Humility, empathy, and curiosity. And I'm going to start with curiosity. You see, people have stereotypes. People have stereotypes. People get to a point where they think that they know it all. People get to a point where they no longer care about what the other person knows, or about what the other person is going through, or about what is different with the other person. Genuine curiosity makes the person that you are talking to, the person that is with you in the room, the feeling of being curious, the feeling of wanting to know, that's curiosity. The feeling, and please, let me jump ahead of myself. Let me tell you, you see, these three things, you have to use them together. You have to use these three things together. You cannot use humility alone and then forget empathy. You cannot use curiosity and empathy and then forget humility. You cannot use curiosity and empathy and then forget humility. No, you have to master the three keys to engineering these things. And I'm going to explain it to you. You see, when imagine that I'm going to give you an example. In the spiritual world, in Christianity, in places, there's always something that they call impartition, which basically means that you pass power to somebody. Okay? Very good. Which means that, in biblical stories, you have the story of Moses and Joshua, you have the story of Elijah and Elisha, you have the story of Jesus and his disciples. There's always one person who was first doing something wonderful, and then it passes across to somebody who was being with him for a while. Sometimes being with somebody is not enough reason for you to get something from that person. What qualifies you to get anything from a person is wanting to know. He's wanting to know. So the story goes like this. There's a group of Christians, men of God, people who have churches or are planning to start churches in Nigeria. They went to USA to greet a particular popular man of God who is right now late, And then when they got there, and then everybody was asking for what they wanted. And then mostly what all of them were asking for was right to sell the man of God's books, because that was going to fetch them a lot of money. Right to his TV broadcast, everybody was just doing business. And then there is this particular man, this particular pastor, and I went to the man and I said, Why are you spectacular? Like, what's so different about you? And now, to cut the long story short, you see, that man of God who was curious, he now heads the largest church in Nigeria, the largest church in West Africa, probably the largest church in the whole world. One of the largest churches in the whole world, actually. I'm telling you, Chloe, you're welcome. So, curiosity. I'm not talking about see finish. I'm not talking about that kind of curiosity when people ask you, how are you doing? So that they can know whether you are doing better than them or not. So that they can know that you are still on the same level. You people are just still strong together. I'm not talking about that kind of thing. I'm not talking about malicious curiosity. I'm talking about genuine curiosity. Wanting to know why the next person to you or how the next person to you is special. That is the kind of curiosity that I am talking about. You have to imbibe, you have to internalize being genuinely curious. And you know the interesting thing, let me tell you, I was talking to somebody a while ago, several days ago, and I was telling the person, you see, and I mentioned it here. I said that one of the key things about the Bible is that it says that if a person does not behave like a child, the person will not get into heaven. One of the things that you will find in a child is curiosity, wanting to know. Curiosity is how you open up to the universe. Curiosity is how you open up to the blessed. Curiosity is how you open us to get. Curiosity is how you open yourself up to, so that the next person does not see you as a competition. Genuine curiosity is how you first begin to engineer your power, engineer your energy, engineer the kind of energy that you give out. Everybody has an aura. There is an aura of the person who will make money. Know that there is an aura of the person who will make money. There's an aura of somebody who will not make money. When I say not make money, I'm talking about somebody who will not actualize. There's energy of somebody who will be sent out of jobs multiple times. There's energy of somebody who will struggle. There's an energy of somebody who will not attract help. But there is the energy of somebody who will consistently make money. There's the energy of somebody who will go on to become all that he could possibly become. Now, I don't care where you're coming from, but if you apply these three principles, humility, empathy, and curiosity, you will engineer your energy to become sweet energy. Whether you are introverted as to calm and, not outspoken, or whether you are extroverted and you are bubbling, it does not matter what your personality type is. But if you learn this engineering, which is basically to work on yourself to become curious, be aware of the environment, want to know. So write, I want to know. Write it on the comment. Say, I, mention your name. Ayo, Oluayola, I want to know. That's the first step to engineering yourself to exude good energy. The second thing is empathy. People lose their sense of empathy as they start to grow up. Do you remember how you could pretend to be hurt, and then a child will come to say sorry, and put hand on your head, and then the adult there will laugh, and then the adult laugh because they think this little child is stupid, or this does not know anything, because doesn't know that this person is only faking it. That was empathy right there. The reason the child came to say sorry to you is because the child remembers what it feels like to be hurt. Not only that the child remembers what it feels like to be hurt, the child also remembers what his or her own need was when she was hurt. Now, when people start to grow up, they start to lose their sense of empathy. You need to go get it back. Being able to put yourself in the shoes of other people is how you become irresistible, because it changes how you think, it changes the words that you say, it changes how you view things, it changes the whole demeanor on your face. It changes almost everything about you. It makes you become very likable, because that alone allows everybody to see themselves in you, because you are able to see yourself in everybody. So, I have explained two things. I've done one, I've done curiosity, now I am explaining empathy to you. Let me tell you. If you pick a phone, there are apps, several apps on the phone, several apps on each of the phone. Now, there's something they call on a app, they say this app has intuitive feeling, which means that this app is built in such a way that they already know what I want to do, where I want to get things. And so, because of that, this app is easier to use. Let me tell you, if you have a product or you have a service, if you apply empathy into your service or your product, you will sell better than all kinds of service and all kinds of products that you both compete together in the same industry or sector. Learn how to empathize. Learn how to empathize. Learn how to put yourself in other people's shoes. Learn how to put yourself in other people's shoes. Remember always that you are not perfect. You are not perfect. Remember that you do not know how you are going to behave were you to be in the next person's shoes. Remember that it is very, very important for you to learn how to make good excuses for people. To say, wow, that could have been me because it could have been you. Empathy is very important. You need to work on your psyche to imbibe and internalize empathy. It is very, 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 very important. And let me go to humility. I know that a lot of you have, based on your background, you've learned a lot about humility, about not being proud, about this and that. Let me tell you the angle that I want to put this to you today. Let me tell you the angle that I want to put this to you today. The angle that I want to put this to you today is the angle that, you see, humility is what says to the universe, I need more. Humility is how you ask for more. Humility is how you open up to the universe to say, I want more, or there is space for me to become more. Humility is how you tell the universe, I am still alive and I can do more. Pride is how you say otherwise. Pride is how you say, I have enough. Pride is how you say, I cannot go further than here because I'm occupied. That's pride. Humility is how you tell the universe, I need more, I can do more, I can handle more. That is why you will notice that when a person is humble, he goes far. He attracts help on a daily basis. That person who is humble will attract help on a daily basis. Every moment, every single time. Humility is being honest to yourself that you do not know it all and that you do not have it all. Because for shizus, for truth, you do not know it all and you do not have it all. So, when you pay attention to being humble, and you pay attention to being empathetic, and you pay attention to being curious, there is no way there is no way that you will not exude good energy. You have to be humble, because look, when push comes to shove, who are you? Who am I? Every time, anytime, no matter where you are enjoying certain privileges. I am able to do this live now because some people coded and built Instagram. That is why I'm able to do this, not because of what I know in the first place. So be humble, no matter what. No matter what, if you drive a big car, it was because somebody was able to engineer the combustion engine. Because you don't even know anything about combustion engine in the first place. If you sell something, be humble. If you make a lot of money selling something, be humble, because there are some people who produce those things. Be humble. Be humble. Know that all by yourself, you are not enough. You have to know that. It has to be at the back of your mind all the time. You must guide how you think. You must guide what you say. Humility, empathy, curiosity. This is how the people who will self-actualize, the people who will become everything that they could possibly become, the people who will achieve destiny. Let me put it in religious terms that you can understand. The people who will achieve destiny will only achieve it if they continue to apply those three subjects, those three principles. The principles of humility, the principles of empathy, the principle of curiosity. Do you notice how all of your Tommy Singh, you're welcome. Tommy Singh, you're welcome. Do you notice how all of your people, do you notice how all of the people who you know around you who are successful are always curious? Have you noticed? Have you noticed? Have you noticed that every time you met a person who was successful and was not curious, something feels off to you? You feel like this is money misroad. Yeah. It is very, very important for you to be able to apply humility, to be able to apply empathy, to be able to apply curiosity. You cannot leave one of them out. If you are humble and empathetic and you're not curious, you will not harness all that you could harness. If you are curious and you are empathetic, you are just going to be flat, like somebody who is not able to achieve what they're supposed to achieve. If you are humble and empathetic, you are going to look like a fool who does not know what is going on around him. So you need to apply all of the three principles. All of the three principles. All of the three principles. Now, what is your task? Your task tonight, your task today for day 4, speaking about the energy of the moneymaker, your task tonight is that you are going to all by yourself research the subject of humility, the subject of empathy, the subject of curiosity. First task. Second task, you are going to try and remember the last time that you were humble. The last time that you could show yourself, but you didn't show yourself because you thought, why should I have shown myself? You need to remember. If it takes you too long to remember, that shows you that you need to put more work into your life. And then you have to remember the last time that you were empathetic, the last time that you put yourself in somebody else's shoes. If it takes you too long to remember the last time you were empathetic, you need to put more work into yourself. And then you need to also try and remember the last time that you were curious. Curious as to wanting to know something. What was the last thing that you genuinely wanted to know? Not because it was going to give you money, not because somebody said anything about it, not because somebody oppressed you with it. No, that you are just curious. That's your second task. To remember the last time that you were humble, the last time that you were empathetic, the last time that you were curious. And then thirdly, your last task, your third task is that you are going to write it. I am going to use every opportunity today to be humble, to be empathetic, and to be curious. You write it out and you put it on your mirror. We have come to the end of today's live. I didn't even want it to be long at all. I just wanted to go through the points. There you have it. Your energy is very, very important. You cannot afford to have bad energy. You cannot afford it. And you already know the 3 things that you need to work on to make sure that you do not lack the best kind of energy suited to your personality. Thank you very much. It's nice to have you guys here today. I remain Olayola. You know that I'm personally invested in your progress. I want you to succeed, and I am rooting for you all the way. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Peace, y'all. Bye. Yeah. Thank you, Super Express Kitchen. And then the third task is to put it on the wall, put it on the mirror. Right, I will use every opportunity today to be humble, to be empathetic, and to be curious. And then once you got this, you got it good. You got it good. Thank you so much. I love you guys. You guys are wonderful. I'm telling you guys mean so much to me. Thank you for taking time out to be here today. Bye. 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 Soup Express Kitchen, thank you so much. Chloe, thank you so much. Tomison, thank you so much. Samava, thank you so much. Yim Digital, thank you so much. Yemin, thank you so much. So good to have you guys here. So good to have you guys here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I had an awesome time as well. I'm happy that we did this. It's very, very important. I'm happy that this is out there. I'm happy that this is out there. Let me tell you, a lot of people, at this rate, this thing that we are doing now, this for 9 days, a lot of people use plenty of money to buy it. They use plenty of money to achieve it. Yeah. So thank you very much. You guys are wonderful. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good night. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow's session will be 8 a.m. Tomorrow will be 8 a.m. Tomorrow will be 8 a.m. as well. Tomorrow will be 8 a.m. All right. Bye.